Where's it go?
Good afternoon. My name is Heather Grooms, and I'm going to give you a persuasive speech on spanking. What is the point of spanking? I've given some documentation right here. You can pass it around if you like. Do you ever catch yourself spanking your children and still somehow they manage to get their way? This is sometimes called a parent temper tantrum. When we're embarrassed because we're in public and somebody sees our children acting up, or we feel like we should spank them just because somebody else looking at us like we should spank them. But in reality, there are alternatives to make us be actually a better parent by taking control of the situation and not having to spank our children every time. Now, when I first began this research, I wasn't certain that I chose the correct one because I do believe in spanking my children. Today, I'm going to convince my audience that spanking is not necessary in every case. There are many alternatives in the discipline process that can build our children or break our children down. It's up to us to make our children successful adults. My argument will be, as parents, we should explore the root to our children's disobedience. As well as parents, the discipline process goes for both the parent and the child. Because sometimes the children are only a result of how the parent is feeling or how the parent was raised. So in certain circumstances, you need to dig deeper than what your child is doing right now. It has been documented that excessive spanking causes psychological disorders, low self-esteem, peer pressure, all that can seem harmless until your child gets in middle school or high school and you actually see what you did to your child. There are always two sides to every story. The parents and the kids must have boundaries. They must have open communication, and the parent must be consistent. Parents must let the children understand that they are the parent, and as children, they have rules to follow. Being consistent with communication, openness, and discipline will eventually create the environment conducive for raising happy and healthy children. The process of being a good parent is very challenging, and to some, spanking is instant gratification. However, the long-term effect can damage your relationship with your child or cause your child to have long-term damage. In some cases, it can even cause death. What plays a factor in a child's change in behavior? Family factors, teacher school assignments. If the student is falling behind, sometimes they may have a low self-esteem and then not know how to communicate with their teacher very well because they wasn't taught that at home. Social media, television has a lot to do with children's behavior nowadays. We didn't have that when I was younger. What can we do to change the way we raise our children? Address the root of where our discipline comes from. Because how we discipline our children is how we were taught when we were children. Or it's how we saw someone else taught their children. We thought it was right. We never took the time to really learn what the discipline process means. Discipline means to teach your child, not spank your child every time. Have a family council meeting to discuss their feelings, what changes or praise reports can be given during the week. Find alternatives to discipline, such as seen in slide 7. We should correct our children when need to be. Their actions need to be addressed in a calm, direct, respectful manner because we expect the same from our children. If we don't model that behavior, they will not give us the same behavior. There are many alternatives for effective discipline. Creating a balance in raising children so they develop high self-esteem, positive attitudes, love to help others. We must be great role models for our children. Children live by what they learn. Children like rewards and positive praise. Let's praise our children when they are doing right. Catch them doing something right sometimes instead of always doing something wrong, because your child does do something right. My speech isn't about being a weak parent and never spanking, because in some cases, a spanking that is given correctly is probably okay. But in life circumstances, we should not spank our children for everything. They will have an opinion, and we won't always like it. We want them to learn how to express themselves. It's up to us as parents to show them the respectful way. Spanking doesn't always work. Try other resources. But first, as a parent, be willing to change too. It begins with us. Thank you and have a blessed evening.